Shalom. For every spiritual problem, there is a prophet meant for it. Until that prophet is located, you will never find solution. So, connect with your prophet today and unlock the purpose of your life.
Shalom.
Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, the awakened one, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwa, the great ya, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, Biafra spiritual leader, the awakened one, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwa, the great ya, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, aka na-agwọ ọrịa, ihe kwuru na-eme. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwa, the great ya, anyị sokwa gị n'azụ. Okorobịa dị mma, Master Prophet, onye amụma Biafra, anyị sokwa gị n'azụ. Okorobịa dị mma, onye amụma Yahuwa, the great ya, ihe kwuru na-eme. Onye amụma Yahuwa, the great ya, the difference is clear.
Shalom, 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 shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom. Peace, 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 peace. Udo, 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 udo. Shalom, 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 shalom. Peace, 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 peace. Udo, 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 udo. Shalom, 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 shalom. This is the Master Prophet Young Joshua Yawins, the awakened one of the Biafran people, Biafran spiritual leader, the prophet and the founder of the new Igbo Biafran indigenous religion, Rufatna. No matter all the foundings, all the things that we have found out in the Bible, or maybe who wrote them, or who prepared them, or whatever, but there is something that is outstanding, is most of the principle that is in it. Those principles, most of them are universal. Just like as he said, a child, respect your parents. Honor your father. Honor your mother. Nwata, respect your elders. Children, respect your elders. Those things are like universal spell that when you break any one of them, something begins to take place. Just like when somebody kills his prophet, only gburu onye na-agwọ ya ni, ndị na-achụ ya agwụla. There is a principle that says, give, it shall be given unto you. There is a principle that says, he that gives a prophet a drink will have the reward. Those things are universal principles. It's not because of somebody wrote it in King James Bible. It is universal. Those things has power. It is something that was coded, and there are repercussions when you break any one of them. It's just like you are here in Europe and you break any law and the policeman sees you. The policeman will not just laugh at you. The police will stop you and charge you there and then because you have broken the law. So this is how things are. This is how things are. This is how the Most High has coded everything, that there are repercussions. And some of you will never see the Most High. Rather, you hear from those which the Spirit of the Most High dwell in them. And this time we call them prophets. There is a purpose that God or the Supreme or the universe or the Most High or Yahuwah, Yahweh sends a prophet. First is to curse, second to bless. When you neglect the word of a prophet, the universe will abandon you. The earth will reject you. Okay, ongwane, misiri ukwu oshishi, aka akpara ya. Some few days ago, I declared, as I have declared in 2011, that Donald Trump will become president of the United States. And that came to pass as the mouth of the prophet declared it, and all that I declared in that time, it came to pass in our own time, in our own eyes, and our own ear. 2 days ago, I declared that it shall come to pass one day, Ivanka Trump will become the president of the United States. The prophet has declared it, and surely the universe, the Most High, will bring it to pass in my own time. I will see that accomplished here on the planet Earth. There was a time a prophet declared that Buhari has cancer and Buhari is incapacitated. The prophet cast a spell that Buhari will be incapacitated and Buhari to die. It came to pass that Buhari is no more. As the mouth of the prophet declared it, it came to pass. Although my people are blind, dumb, and deaf, because they are the children of Satan, our people who they have coconuts upon their head. Because if they are not the children of Satan, if they are not the children of Lucifer, now, if I say my people are the children of Lucifer, it doesn't mean that originally they are. Originally they are. They're supposed to be the children of the Most High. And they knows when the Most High is speaking through somebody. But because of corruption in their heart, because of evil in their heart, they have evil tendency. It is in them, it is in their DNA. They refuse to see that the Supreme has been speaking through me. And they said over their dead body, they will not acknowledge that. And the prophet is moving on. And each time the prophet moves on, they grab what the prophet has said in the past and they want to run to it. But the prophet has moved on to a new chapter. And instead of them to acknowledge that, yes, there is something the prophet has done, and they stood up and said, yes, prophet, master prophet, Yahweh Sion, the awakened one, the spirit of the Most High is in you. The spirit of the God is in you. The spirit of Yahweh, the spirit of Yahuwah is truly in you, and you are our brother. You are our prophet. surely they will have the reward of the prophet. But because they are children of Lucifer, most of the time they call themselves Umuchineke. They are not Umuchineke, they are Umwekwensu. Because the work of Satan they do, they kill the prophet, they stone the prophet, they fed the prophet with bread of afflictions. And when he asked them, oh, when have we fed the prophet bread of afflictions? Fools argue with the prophet. You can continue to insult me as you have been doing in the past. This is the 4th year that my servant, Donald Trump, was elected president of the United States. 99% of Igbo people has praised Donald Trump and refused to acknowledge that I am the prophet that birthed out the prophecy. They swirl over their dead body. And rather, you see them on Facebook for the past months, jumping around with Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. But the prophet has moved on, and they never know. We have prodigal sons everywhere. Children that fight with the prophet. Children that kills the prophet. Children that stones the prophet. Arguing with the prophet. Quarreling with the prophet. And they have the reward. And the reward will be that they will always continue to miss the mark because they never take instructions from the prophet. And I wait the day my people will come and say, Prophet, tell us the way forward. They might not come as a group, but if they come as one man, I will surely tell them the way forward. But behold, I see my people running like sheep without a shepherd, and they are all be falling in a ditch because they are already in a ditch. As I look forward, because I have already prophesied what is going to take place, I have already seen, I have already declared what is going to take place in the next 2027, what's supposed to take place, and although I have seen what is going to come, I am wishing the positive one will be done. But as I'm seeing, the people will not be able to do the right thing and to come into the place which they are supposed to come. I read the Bible a couple of times, and the stories and stories and stories and stories. They talked about the children of Israel. That means the white people. We know that there are no children of Israel. It's the Hebrew people, black people. So anytime they talked about children of Israel, they are talking about white people. But they forgot the indigenous people, the Hebraic indigenous people, which are black. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. We heard in the Bible that the Most High was with them, the Supreme was with them, and the Supreme gave them Moses. That's the story we had. We understand all those things are just parables. The Most High gave them Joshua. What is man? That is my name, Joshua. But they were not able to conquer the land. They were not able to possess their possession. As I look today, even today, 5th of November 2020, I see all the things that the Bible, the stories that the Bible told are the things that are happening today. among my people, the Igbos, because they are dumb, blind, and stupid. They run where there is no pasture. They told those who lead them how to lead them. They will say to them, don't lead us to the north, lead us to the west. Even though there are no pasture in the west, they said, as long as you lead us to where we want to go, we will continue to be with you. But if you lead us to where you think that we will have pasture, no, we will not accept. There are those that insult the prophet. There are those that bind those who lead them. There are those that said to the prophet, hush, thou shalt not prophesy. Hush, thou shalt not speak when you see a thing. If you see a thing, just keep quiet. Don't say it, because we don't recognize you. Because we don't want to recognize you. Because it's not in our best interest to recognize you. As if they made me a prophet and they will be falling in a ditch. I see my people not making it in 2027. And the end of 2028, they will gnash their teeth. I told them 2 years ago or 1 year ago during the elections, I said, no matter whatever you do, make sure that this thing they call Buhari, this machine, this thing they call Buhari, never regain the presidency. I told them, I said it over 1 year, different occasions, 1 day to the election, 1 week to the election, 6 months to the election, 1 year to the election. I said, all they call me is, shut up, thunder fire you, false prophet. Shut up, thunder fire you, false prophet. It came to pass. That thing called Buhari became the president. I told them when that thing became the president, that they are behind will be on a chopping board. Has it not come to pass? Has it not? Has it not come to pass that my people, the Igbos, their behind is on the chopping board? Have they acknowledged, oh, the prophet said something like this? No, they will not. They can never share the saying of the prophet. Rather, they want to choose their own prophet. Rather, they want to elect their own prophet that will tell them what they like, that will dance to their tune. And they will continue falling in a ditch. I see 2027 that they will not do the right thing because they don't want to listen. They say to prophet, shut up. Please, it's better when you see a thing, don't say it. Keep it to yourself. No, I will say it so that one day your coconut head will hear it when those things that I declared has come to pass, and you will gnash your teeth. I told you during the election, come out in thousands, in millions, go and remove all those evil governors. You didn't listen to me. You didn't remove them. And even though that there is a trap that I set for them, if you did that, that would have been something that would take place. And you will be even in a better position today than where you are now. Now, because you want the prophet to explain everything. The word of the prophet is like a gidagabozo. That is the way the word of a prophet. A prophet will say something, and there is a purpose, a plan that thing was said. Maybe that thing was not on your best interest, but there is something that will happen after you do that thing. The Bible always say, we see in part, we prophesy in part. The word of a prophet is like a puzzle. You take the first step, something will lead you to another place, something to lead you to another place. Then you come to the place which is perfect for you. This is the word of a prophet. But my people said, prophet, shut up. We don't know you. We don't want to recognize you. Look all over Facebook for the past 1 year, for the past 6 months. They have been shouting Donald Trump, Donald Trump. Every fool are talking about Donald Trump. But none of those fools has remembered, it was one of our brothers that declared something that no man has declared. No, but they want to cash in into a place which they have not walked. But the prophet has played them in their own game. I have moved ahead to the next target. Ivanka Trump, President of the United States. It shall come to pass. It's to show you that there is power in the mouth of the prophet. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. There is power in the mouth of the prophet. The future, as I warned during the election in Nigeria, I think by this year, last year, I said, prepare to vote. Prepare to remove, not to allow Buhari, that thing called Buhari. Go and work with Atiku. Give him all that he needs. Support him morally. Come out in masses, overwhelmingly, that it will be impossible to overturn it. They didn't listen to me. I said, you're behind, will be on the chopping board. Surely you're behind, it's on the chopping board. Is it not happened? How many of you has remembered that? If you don't vote this man out, you're behind, will be on the chopping board. No, you will not remember. You will look for what one prophet said in Kafanchan. One prophet said it in India. One prophet said in United Kingdom. That evangelist said it, but you forgot the one that is close to your feet. You remove the beam. You remove something on somebody's eye. But there is a big Iroko tree that is on your own eyes. Shame on you all. Shame on you all. You have a prophet. You are shopping for prophet on the internet. Fools. Wake up before it's too late. And I will not come to your standard. You have to come to my standard. That's the way it's going to be. Shalom.
Abum onye nuai, onye kambo nua. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere mechichomai. Abum onye nuai, onye kambo nua. Abum onye amụma Yahuwa nechere mechichomai. Abum onye n'ụwa, onye kambo n'ụwa. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere mechichomai. Abum onye n'ụwa, onye kambo n'ụwa. Abum onye Master Prophet nechere echichomai.
Onye nuae, onye kambu nua, abumonye, Master Prophet nechere mechichamae, abumonye nuae, onye kambu nua, abumonye,